Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In this tutorial, I'm gonna play with all Mavenbeauty products and I'm gonna create this kind of like smoky glam eye look using all brown colors, a little bit of a sparkle on the eyelid, and I also used brown eyeliner for a change instead of black eyeliner. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can achieve this look. So the first product I'm going in with is the Mavenbeauty Soft Blend Palette, and I'm gonna start with a combination of two shades with a tiny blending brush and kind of like blend this in the crease and going up a little bit higher. So I'm not following like my natural crease shape. I'm going kind of from the outer part of my eyelid a little bit higher towards the brow to create more of a deep set crease effect, which I really like. I have a lot of videos where I do this technique. It just makes your crease and your eyelid, it makes your crease look higher and your eyelid a little bit bigger, if that makes sense. So after blending that line, I'm also kind of going to blend a little bit in the outer V to create a V shape. So kind of blending this in a round or maybe like a triangle shape, like in the corner, and then blend this upwards towards that high point of my brow. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but I'm going in with the Mavenbeauty Divine palette, which has some matte dark shades, and I'm going in with the dark brown color, and I'm kind of going to do the same thing as I just did with the other shade, but just blending this on top of it to kind of intensify and make it look a little bit darker. It doesn't matter what look I create, I always start with light shades and then I build it up by making it darker and darker. I know some people actually like to go in with a dark shade first and then blend it out with a lighter shade. This is possible as well. It just totally depends on what works for you. I feel like starting with a light shade and gradually like build it up with darker shades is more like a safer option. So that's why I always use. So now I'm going in with this Mavenbeauty Basic Beat Teddy Eyeshadow, which is a cream shadow. I'm gonna kind of apply this on where I haven't applied any product yet. So I blended that eyeshadow in my crease and you could still see like some emptiness on the eyelid where no product is applied yet. So this shade will be in that specific place. Also blending it a little bit higher so the cream shadow kind of like blends into the matte shade, so everything looks really nicely together. So this cream shadow is going to be kind of like a base for the next eyeshadow I'm going to use, and I actually love that this color is a little bit more cool toned in comparison to the warm shades in the crease. It just gives kind of like a cool effect. So I went in with a little bit more of that dark brown shade to intensify it even more. At the end, when I'm almost finished with my eye look, I'm gonna add even more, but for now I'm just gonna softly just intensify it slightly just to make it look more smoky. If you want to do this look as a day look, you can skip that and just keep it a little bit more softer. So now I'm going to go in with this Cosmic Drip eyeshadow palette. I will link all the products, of course, in the description bar. First I went in with a brush, but using your fingers is so much easier. It just gives more color payoff. Such a beautiful color. So I'm applying this all over like the center of my eyelid where I use the cream shadow. I love the shade and the sparkle. I think it's so pretty. So now it's time for eyeliner. I'm using their liquid eyeliner in the color brown. What I love about their eyeliner is that it's twistable. So once the tip of the product dries out slightly, you can twist the outer part of the eyeliner and more liquid will run to the tip. So this way your liquid eyeliner can never dry out, which I just think is genius. And for today's look, I wanted to go in with a brown color instead of black. Even though I think a black eyeliner with this look would look beautiful as well, but I felt like let me just do something different. I actually saw that I have more than 500 or maybe even 600 videos on my YouTube. So sometimes it's really hard to get creative when you've created already so many looks. But yeah, I'm just trying to show you guys different things, but sometimes it's hard. So using a different kind of eyeliner always just gives a different twist to the eye look. But if you have any any requests for specific looks you want me to create, let me know. I know the holidays are coming, which is my favorite season for eye looks. It always gives me an excuse to create more like dramatic looks. I feel like I haven't done a sparkly look in so long. So yeah, if you want to know or want to know some tricks or some specific looks you want to see on my channel, let me know. So now I'm going in again with more of that dark brown color to intensify it even more. I felt like, let me just make it even more smoky, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that in the crease. You could even go in with a little bit of black eyeshadow if you want to make it even more intense. I think that will look beautiful as well, but I just stick to the dark brown color. So now using that same dark brown color again, now using it for underneath the lower lash line as well. So I'm just gonna take a flat brush and kind of like press and blend my brush back and forth and apply this right underneath the lower lash line. And of course, everything I'm doing at one side, I'm also doing at the other side. Then I went in with a pencil in a waterline with kind of like a similar color, like the color I used underneath the lower lash line. And then I went in with more of the brown eyeshadow and dragged it a little bit more towards the inner corner as well. And then I used that same color and blended it out with a tiny blending brush. Now going back in with that color I used on the eyelid, used a little bit of that for underneath the lower lash line, and also used a little bit of this super light color from that palette I used all the way at the beginning and used it for the inner corner. So now it's time to curl the lashes because it's time for mascara. I'm actually not gonna go in with any fake lashes today to make this eye look a little bit more easier and maybe wearable. I know a lot of people actually don't wear fake lashes, so hopefully with this look you can see that you don't really need lashes to create a nice dramatic like smoky glam look. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. If you want to shop any of Mavenbeauty, their products, I have a link down in the description bar where you can purchase their products. And I will make sure to put all the products with the names and stuff all in the description bar. And don't forget to let me know any requests for makeup looks you want to see. And hopefully I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand.